Hey guys, it's Megan and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Today I want to talk about depression and what to do if you're in a depression and how to look at it. If you have a mental illness, depression is inevitable. Something I think that's important to remember is that it's okay to be depressed. I think it's so important to give yourself grace and to remember that it is not your fault. Typically when I'm in a depression, I'm really hard on myself and my inner dialogue is not healthy. I beat myself up and I say to myself, gosh, Megan, what is wrong with you? Like, stop being depressed. Like, you're a spoiled brat. Like, you have everything going for you. You have more than most people. Get over yourself. Stop thinking about yourself. Something that I need to remember, and something that all of you need to remember, is that depression has nothing to do with being grateful or not being grateful for what you have and for your life. Depression is a chemical imbalance in your brain. It means that your brain is sick. Don't ever let anyone tell you that depression is all in your head and basically to get over it, because those people are ignorant and not educated about mental illness. I saw something on Instagram that really clicked and resonated with me, that someone's saying to someone, why are you depressed? It's all in your head. It's like saying to someone with asthma, get over it. It's all in your lungs. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Mental illness needs to be treated like a disease because it is a disease. So anyways, because depression is inevitable, we have to figure out ways that we're gonna cope with it. It is okay if you're depressed that you don't get out of bed. Ideally, we wanna be up and functioning and doing what we're supposed to be doing, what we wanna be doing, but sometimes when we're in a deep, dark depression, that just isn't possible and it's not realistic. It's already hard enough being depressed that why make it worse by beating yourself up and hating yourself for actually being in a depression? So I think the first step is to cut yourself a break. I used to feel so guilty for literally not doing anything all day. I would hate myself and mentally beat myself for it. I would call my mom a lot and just tell her, I need you to tell me that it's okay that I'm depressed. And she would say to me, it's like you're having a sick day. So once I changed my mentality to looking at myself as sick, as if I have the flu, it really started improving things for me. On days when I've been in a depression, as hard as it is to get out of bed, that's what I recommend trying to do, to at least get out of bed. If you can. If you can't, that's okay too. Washing your face, taking a shower, brushing your teeth, things that small can be a huge accomplishment to someone that's going through depression. If you can make it from your bed to the couch, that's wonderful. Watch some good Netflix shows, watch a good TV show, watch a feel-good movie. If you're feeling like you can take on a little more, get outside and get some fresh air. Maybe go on a walk around the block. Even walking to the mailbox and back is a huge accomplishment. I highly recommend getting a pet. For me, Roman has been a huge part of my recovery. I just love that dog more than anything, and I think having a companion to love you no matter where you're at unconditionally is so important. If you can, or you're feeling up to it, I suggest calling or texting a friend or family member that is supportive of you, that understands what you're going through. Don't contact someone that's gonna be hard on you or make you feel worse than you already do. There's nothing worse when you're depressed when someone just tells you to get over it. So make sure you contact someone that is very compassionate and understanding and is just going to accept you without judgment. Also, try to look online and see if there's any support groups. NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, is an organization that has a website that has connections with support groups in your area. So that's a really great place to look. For me, making friends that have bipolar disorder and other forms of mental illness has been crucial. There is no greater feeling than being able to relate to somebody. and for them to actually understand what you're going through. It's very comforting. As much as I love talking to my mom and my husband and other friends about my mental illness, they don't have mental illness themselves, so they understand to the best of their ability and support to the best of their ability, but there is something so beautiful about having a friendship with someone that also has a mental illness, especially the same mental illness that you've been diagnosed with. I've been very fortunate to have some wonderful friends that have come into my life that have bipolar type 1 disorder, and that has been such a blessing. Something else that has helped me is to journal, to write down my feelings, to get it out of my head and onto paper. I also tried this thing called a God box or a universe box. Basically, you just get a box or a drawer and you tear up pieces of paper and you write down on the piece of paper something that is weighing on you, something that's bothering you, something that hasn't been worked out or figured out. You don't have an answer to it. And then you fold it up, put it in the box or put it in the drawer, and then months down the line, a year down the line, look back at it and see how everything that you were stressed about at one point worked itself out. I actually did this and it's really cool because a lot of the things that I didn't know what the outcome was going to be, or I was worried about this or worried about that, I look back on it and it's all worked out. I know when you're in a depression, sometimes it seems impossible, and I know that it's not realistic for all people, but if you can get the energy to work out, that makes a huge difference. For me, even if I'm not depressed and I'm just having anxiety or feeling kind of funky, it's nothing that a workout won't fix. After a workout, everything seems better. So again, I know that's easier said than done for most people depending on how severe the depression is, but if you can work out, I highly recommend it. So to wrap things up, when you're depressed, be gentle with yourself. Treat yourself like you're your own best friend. Having compassion for yourself is so important and can really be life-changing. When you're in a depression, do whatever makes you feel good. Anything that makes you feel good. That can be a massage, doing your makeup, watching TV, staying in bed and reading, going for a drive, listening to music. The list goes on and on. There's so many things you can do. And even if the only thing you did in a day was open your eyes and wake up and get through the day, that is an accomplishment. It's hard when you're in a deep depression because sometimes you feel like you're never gonna feel better. Your life is just gonna be terrible and awful forever. I've been in that place and I'm here to say that nothing lasts forever. Depression doesn't last forever. Your spark, your zest for life will return. You just gotta tough it out and take care of yourself and do what you have to do to survive. Ending your life is not worth it. All of our lives are beautiful and worth living. You can get through your depression one day at a time. In my humble opinion, people that have mental illness are the toughest, strongest, most badass people on the planet. Just remember, you're amazing. Keep your head up and keep fighting the fight. You're gonna make it through. Again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Just keep going. You're gonna make it.